This is SCAC Baseball Media Days, and leading off today for us is the Austin College Kangaroos out of Sherman, Texas. We are here with head coach Mike Ramsey and junior outfielder Jeremy Halford. And gentlemen, first of all, thank you so much for taking the time out and joining us this morning and leading off SCAC Media Days.
Hey, thanks for having us, James.
Coach Ramsey, starting with you, you're going into your first season as head coach of the Roos. Just share with us how your first season is going so far as you get ready to open the season, and just some of the challenges you may have faced so far.
Yeah, we're pretty excited about the year. We started out pretty strong in the fall. A lot of the guys have bought into the system, what we're trying to do in terms of changing our competitive level. But we're excited about the chance to compete here in the SCAC conference and try to put a respectable team on the field. Guys have been doing a really good job.
Coach, share with me your expectations and goals for this team in 2015.
Well, it's a learning process for everybody. They're having to get used to me. I'm having to adapt and adjust to what they're doing. What I've told all the guys is I want us to put a product on the field that can be respected by the other teams in the conference. A team that just is competitive, works hard, doesn't like to lose, but understands that when you do lose, you have opportunities to develop things in order to win. And so that's kind of our goal.
Jeremy, I'll come to you. Just simply share with me the excitement level just among yourself, among your teammates. You guys are going to open up on February 13th against Arlington Baptist. So you got a couple weeks before the opening game. But just tell me the excitement level to get a new season started here in 2015.
I mean, as a team right now, we're all pretty excited on the how the group's looking and how hard we're all working right now and how we just can't wait to start the season off and get it running.
Jeremy, going back to fall ball, as Coach Ramsey mentioned, and then going into the preseason so far throughout January, what have you seen from this team throughout the preseason and throughout preseason workouts as you get ready to start the season? What have you seen that you really like?
I mean, as a team, everybody, we like the team chemistry is pretty good this year. I know that's been a problem in the past few years. And as far as working goes, everybody's getting together off days and getting their work in when Coach Ramsey's not available.
Coach, back to you. 6 seniors on this roster. How important are they going to be to this team's success?
Well, they've had a chance to be leaders since they were probably sophomores, and so some of these guys, the 6 that we have, they're all key position players for us. What they've had to do is learn to adapt to my expectation level. In terms of what I expect them to do in terms of performing on the field. And, that being said, they've done a really good job of that. We've got 5 captains that were selected this year. 4 of them were seniors out of that group. 2 of those were selected by the team, and Coach Jenkins and I, my pitching coach, he and I did the other 3. Gus Daniel, our catcher, is the only other one, underclassman. But it's one of those deals where they've really kind of bought in. They've been helping us kind of change over. The conversation a lot of time leads to what those guys are capable of doing and how they're going to help us help the younger guys get started in this thing. We have a lot of young kids on this team.
Jeremy, coming back to you, tell me a little bit just about Coach Ramsey, having him in the program. Obviously, as we mentioned, it's Coach Ramsey's first season, but what it's been like from a student-athlete's perspective with Coach Ramsey in this program?
I mean, just when the team heard he got hired, the background of the TCU baseball really helped and really got a lot of the guys excited and how we could basically just start fresh with a new coach and really get the culture to change around here.
This is SCAC Baseball Media Days. We have the Austin College Kangaroos joining us to lead off SCAC Baseball Media Days. Head coach Mike Ramsey and junior outfielder Jeremy Halford. And Coach Ramsey, let's break it down by position. Let's start with your pitchers and catchers. What have you seen from this group so far? Who are going to be some key players from this group?
One of the first things I did when I got the job was I found Andrew Jenkins. He's a former Denison High School player and played a little college ball, but he's a perfect game. He's got a lot of experience with perfect game and does a lot of scouting for those guys. And so he was able to volunteer to come on board and be our volunteer coach. And what that's done for me is it's actually separated my pitchers and my regulars, and really we needed that to happen. He has an expertise there that has developed some good working habits for my pitchers. I think they bought in. They like the fact that there's some attention to them, as opposed to a guy like me who's a defensive hitting minded guy who tries to figure out ways to get the pitchers involved. He just gets them there. He knows what they need to be doing, and we talk every day about how we're going to do that. I'm expecting the senior pitching staff to be able to step up. I've got Todd Takabuki, who's a first baseman and a left-handed pitcher. He's going to be a big help for us. Blaine too is a senior as well, and he comes in with a lot of innings from last year. He'll be a big help. A couple of young guys, Brett Moody out of Allen High School. He's going to be a big starter for us, and we're excited about him. Gus behind the plate is going to really handle those guys for us, and we've had a lot of conversations about how we're going to do that. So, I'm encouraged. And again, we won't know anything until we start throwing the ball down and moving it around in the field. And all I've asked my guys is to just make routine plays and do the routine things, and this team should be okay.
Coach, staying with you, let's move into the infield now. Tell me what you've seen from this group and your expectations for this group.
Same deal. Senior at every position in the infield. Not sure how we're going to play that role yet. I've got a couple guys behind them, but the infield looks strong. Again, it's all about routine plays. And in the past, you can look at records in the past and look at players or coaches and try to figure out where to put blame if you had to. And I'm of the opinion that it doesn't matter anymore. It's about moving forward, and it's about changing the dynamics of the way we approach the game, the way we approach each at bat. That's kind of my goal, is to try to change that part of the culture. We don't have to be the losers of this conference. We don't have to take that and accept it. And so what I'm trying to do is I'm recruiting that way, and I'm trying to get these guys that are with us already to start thinking that way. So. Again, we won't know anything until we put balls in play and start it. So,
Jeremy, coming back to you, we'll take a look at the outfielders now. Obviously, you are one of the outfielders on this team. Tell me what you've seen from this group of players and kind of the expectations you guys have set for yourselves as outfielders.
I mean, as far as the group goes, this is probably the most athletic group of outfielders I've been with in the 3 years I've been here at AC. We're all together. We get together on off days, go just take fly balls off the fly ball machine, take BP together. I mean, we basically almost do everything together just to build that team chemistry in the outfield. And as far as players go, I mean, we've got Thomas Oberg, James Arguello, Derek Hester, and me and myself as far as the outfielders go. And we have a couple freshmen that look to improve on the game this year.
Gentlemen, we'll get you both out on this final question. Jeremy, I'm going to start with you, and then Coach Ramsey, I'll let you get the final word. For the Austin College Roos to be successful and to reach its goals and expectations in 2015, what will be the keys to success? Again, Jeremy, let's start with you.
I mean, as far as the team, I think we just have to buy in. I know in the past couple of years, I mean, we've had basically a split team, just the arguments and stuff like that. But as far as Coach Ramsey here, we just got to buy into his system and trust that he knows what he's talking about and just go from there.
Coach Ramsey, I'll ask you the same question.
Yeah, that's a good question there, Jody. We're trying to get to the point where we're consistent. That's our deal, is being as consistent as we can be. And, again, it's about routine stuff. This game isn't that difficult to play. I know we're going to face some pretty good competition in the conference, and we respect that. I want to earn that same respect from those coaches. I've been around, high school, college baseball for 25 years and been teaching it and training it, and I love the competition. I love the lessons that come from that, the opportunity to learn from our mistakes, try to limit the mistakes. I mean, this game's a lot about confidence, getting your head right with the ball, and so I'm encouraged. I'm excited, but ask me that same question, May the 1st, and I can give you a better idea of what we're looking at.
This has been SCAC Baseball Media Days with the Austin College Kangaroos. Head coach Mike Ramsey and junior outfielder Jeremy Halford. The Austin College Kangaroos will open things up on February 13th, 2015, opening a 3-game series against Arlington Baptist in Sherman, Texas. Gentlemen, again, we thank you so much for taking the time out and joining us this morning, and we wish you and the rest of the team good luck in 2015.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Jody.